If you were to genuinely ask yourself which set of people or race is the most destructive, commits the most genocide, most murderous, thieves, robbers, basically, you know, then on the earth, you would basically, your answer would always fall back to the so called white man. First, I want to start by giving all praises to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakwadash. I also want to say double honors to the apostles and elders of James Drummer Stone, to that came out there. Shalom. This is Brother Kanan here with a quick lesson. And this lesson is just to give some quick hits to show you, for those who don't know, or who are trying to be in denial, because it's clear and obvious that the so-called white man, the Edomites, Esau, is the devil and the wicked that is on the earth, that is ruling this earth, right? And it's not hiding, it's obvious. All right, so Job 9:24 says, "The earth is given into the hand of the wicked; he covered the face of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?" If the so-called white man is not the wicked, then who is he? Now, I want to use the whole idea of nuclear bombs to point or to push this message in regards to who's the wicked. And I mean, there's countless amount of evidence out there to point that out, but I want to use this one, all right, for this video. So there are basically approximately 9 to 10 countries that would have developed nuclear weapons, all right, and you have some other countries that are based on their treaties and alignments with some of these countries. They have the weapon amongst themselves as well. Now, I want to point out to you that these, well, let's do 9. Some say 10, right? So you have USA, Russia, China, France, UK, Pakistan, India, Israel, and North Korea. Some say South Africa as well, and all. But what most of these countries have in common is that majority of them are white people. Esau, Edomites, right? Are they run by Edomites? The United States of Americans, run and controlled by so-called white people. Russia, run and controlled by so-called white people. France, run and controlled by so-called white people. United Kingdom, run and controlled by so-called white people. Israel, those fake people over there, the Israelites, run and controlled by so-called white people. All right. Now there are a few countries that are outside of that, and most of these countries that are outside, they are aligned to other people that are run by so-called white people. For example, China, all right, Pakistan, you know what I mean, India, all right. Now, just to give you a small history on this, all right, that's a small issue. I'm not making this video long. I'm trying to make it as quickly, as short as possible. So, they have a thing that they call the Big Five when it comes to nuclear power, right? And these are the 5 major nations that would have basically developed nuclear power, right? Or nuclear weapons. Now, I want to point out this to you. When China gained nuclear power, right? These 5 countries decided that let's join and make a treaty to not spread nuclear. Let's try to prevent the spreading of nuclear power throughout the world. So they made a treaty because when I realize, the other 4 are white people, but China get involved in the race. Then they decided that, look here, let's put a stop to this. Let's stop spreading this power. So we're not going to teach anyone how to make this, and let's try to stop it, right? Which is why you have all of these so-called weapon places that they say, oh, I have weapons of mass destruction, and them going out about trying to stop, because these people are policing the world, trying to stop other countries from having what they have, right? Because what they want is for the so-called white people, white race, to really stay on top, right? So And again, even though there are alignments to some of these other nations, right? Channeling could Russia, Pakistan, and them country there. India, Israel, them. The alignments exist, and they would have taught one another how to make weapons, weapons of mass destruction, right? So that's the whole agenda behind controlling the world and pushing for these wars as well. Because again, power. It goes into a lot of things, but sticking on power. So it's clear to say that the people them that has the power, that what they call it, to destroy worlds, are the so-called white man, who show you that these men are the son of destruction. They are the people that were blessed with the sword, right? Another evidence, they are the people that were blessed with the sword. They love blood. They love unaliving people. It's not even a coincidence that these things are happening. All right. So the Lord bless these people with the ability to split the atoms to create the missiles them. All right. And these people have thousands. Well, based on what they list out or what they've declared, there are thousands of nuclear missiles, especially amongst Russia and America. Right? The other nations them have small amount. And they would have also, like America, for example, America would have also given Belgium, Germany, Italy, and Netherlands, Turkey as well, based on NATO, the ability, you have USA, France, and UK a part of NATO as well. But based on the NATO treaty, some of these countries are hosting these missiles basically on behalf of NATO. Right? So you could say they have missiles as well, but that's true NATO, right? But these are all white people, apart from Turkey, and even in Turkey, some of these governments are these leadership role. You have Isa Ingraf himself, one of them, right? So it's clear again that the so-called white man is the devil and Satan and the wicked at the earth, that is on the earth, ruling the earth. They have the major weapon for most part, and they have majority of it, even though they're divided against one another, fighting for different causes, or different for who to be in power. Right? And that is why they are not going to stand, because it's the same people fighting against one another from different ends. Right? And they would have made their allies based on their agenda strong as well, and now their allies are in foot with them fighting these war. Alright, so make of it what you want. If you have ears to hear, you hear. If you have eyes to see, you see. And it's clear that you cannot defend the so-called white man being the most destructive nation upon the planet. They are the real terrorists. They are the real threat that exists upon the earth. The mad scientists that if you leave them alone, they would destroy this world. But again, the Lord has different plans. And so-called white man is going to be destroyed by the Heavenly Father, right? And will be put into slavery for 1,000 years. For the slavery that they did to the nation of Israel, the true nation of Israel, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Alright? So I made this video longer than what I wanted to make it. I just want to make the point and then, stop it. So with that, hope you're ready to fight. Shalom.